Good afternoon and welcome to Hobbs Lady Eagles Soccer from Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports on the Hobbs Sports YouTube channel and on HobbsAmerica.com. Game 2 of our Lady Eagles Saturday doubleheader today. The Lady Eagles taking on the Clovis Lady Wildcats, a big district matchup. The Lady Eagles volleyball team winning 3-1 earlier in a tough fought and hotly contested match against Lubbock High. So now the soccer girls going to try to do the same thing here to Clovis. For the Hobbs Lady Eagles under head coach Mackenzie Telles, they come in at 12-3 overall on the year, 1-0 in the young district season right now in Class 5A. They are the 5th ranked team according to the coaches poll and the Max Preps matrix. For the Lady Eagles, their last 3 games, 3 straight wins as they blew out Atrisco Heritage 8-1, and then they ran all over Rio Grande 11-0. Then open district earlier this week against Roswell High and getting the victory in that one, a tough match 4-2, but Hobbs getting the win. Speaking of Hobbs getting a win, the Hobbs Lady Eagles JV blew out the Lady Wildcats JV 9-0 in the match right before this. On the other side of the pitch for the Clovis Lady Wildcats under head coach Daniel Rodriguez, they come in at 5-8-2 on the year, but they are 1-0 in district right now in the rankings. They are ranked 23rd in Class 5A. Their last 3, they're 2-3 in their last 3. They beat Goddard 4-3, lost to Centennial, a tough match 2-0, and then beat Carlsbad to open district 3-2. So looking forward to what should be a fantastic game here this afternoon. And hey, you know it's a big game when the Goodyear blimp shows up. And just before, the teams were warming up, the blimp did a flyover of Watson Stadium. I know it's heading out to the airport to land, but if you want to see a picture of the blimp over Watson Stadium, we've got that posted for you on our station Facebook pages. So Kicks 103, KZOR, KPZA, Eagle 100.5. And Cool 95.7. So, hey, you know it's a Hobbs-Clovis game when the Goodyear blimp shows up. But your exclusive coverage here today will be on Hobbs Sports YouTube and on HobbsAmerica.com. So thanks so much for being with us this afternoon as we look forward to the start of what should be another exciting matchup here. And, I think when it comes to Hobbs and Clovis, I don't think it matters if it's tiddlywinks or if it's band competitions. I mean, it is going to be a matchup between 2 rival schools. And looking forward to this one. Getting ready for the national anthem and the introduction of teams. So we will take a quick timeout, come back, and kick this one off. It's Lady Eagle Soccer from Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports. And welcome back to Hobbs Lady Eagle Soccer from New Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports. I'm TJ Miracle as we are just about ready to get this one underway. The Lady Eagles looking to take control of the district race and maintain their top 5 ranking in the land of enchantment. I'm TJ Miracle, Don Morgan on assignment this afternoon and this evening. Great to have you with us here at Watson Stadium, Game 2 of our Lady Eagles doubleheader, as it is a warm one as we get ready to kick this one off. Let's see what the weather app says that it is. 88 degrees right now here at Watson Stadium. And not a whole lot of breeze, so a sunny, warm one on this Saturday afternoon. The Lady Eagles are in the black kits with the white letters and numbers. For the visiting Clovis Lady Wildcats, they are in the white kits with purple stripes and the black letters and numbers. And those black letters and numbers are going to be just a whole lot of fun to pick up from up here. And I'm not exactly sure who the keeper is for the Lady Wildcats, as she is wearing number 02. Let me double check that. Yeah, wearing 02. They do not have a number 02 on their roster. We'll try and figure out who that is going to be. They announced the starters, but I am not sure who that is. Our starting keeper will be Sabrina Marquez, as we are ready to go. A little Saturday afternoon district soccer from here at Watson Stadium. The Lady Eagles taking on the Lady Wildcats. The JV winning earlier 9-0, as Hobbs will get the opening kickoff, and we'll start things up the field. Just a little miscommunication, and it'll be a turnover and out, so a throw in for Clovis. And they will throw it in with Jaya Gonzalez, an 8th grader. This Clovis team is very young, but having an okay season. So on the throw in, Hobbs will get it back and just body it up. And then over towards the far sideline, where Hobbs will just watch that go out as Terrazas gets it and then throws it back into a little dead space where Clovis will get it back, and just playing in the midfield right now. Hobbs trying to work it up, working on the right wing. They will take it up the right wing, looking for a little room to run. It's a foot race into the deep right corner. Hobbs going to try and move it along, but Clovis will take it away and then saving it. Nope, not saving it off the back line. Trying to get it saved, but not able to, so it'll be a Clovis free kick from the goal box. Hobbs going to look to put on the pressure. Very early as the free kick in. Hobbs will get it back, and already another run at it is bumping off the Lady Eagle is Gonzalez, and then out back towards the midfield. You'll have to forgive me for any shoddy camera work. I am going solo here this afternoon. And a long throw in for the Lady Eagles, playing down in Clovis's end of the pitch. Now Clovis will bring it back up the far sideline, and then Hobbs will just take it away and send it back in deep towards the Clovis defenders. Hobbs trying to get somebody open in the middle. Bring another midfielder up to attack. Clovis will clear it out as the defense comes up and will play very tight. Working it on to the far side, still working right in the middle of the pitch. Hobbs will reset, and now they will try and get a breakaway going. We're trying to get Brooke Davis coming up the middle. Clovis's defenders come over and take it away. Hobbs, though, continues to apply the pressure with Rivera. And just kind of a weak kick back towards the middle. Now onto the near side with Davis, as Davis sends that one squirting towards the middle. And Clovis just going to watch that one go out the end line. And back to Clovis, but Hobbs already putting on the pressure. 2.5 minutes gone here in our afternoon game of our Lady Eagles doubleheader. Volleyball this morning, and now Lady Eagles soccer this afternoon. So Clovis to kick it back in towards the midfield. Hobbs will head it off. Ball bounces around. Clovis trying to find some room. So is Hobbs to take it over onto the right side with Terrazas, then to Rivera. Rivera, she's going to go kick and chase, going towards the far corner, and then swatted out by Clovis and Carrera. So it'll be a Hobbs throw-in from the deep right corner. Hobbs moving from the north to the south, attacking the south goal this afternoon. And on the throw and on the middle on the header, that one is going to go just wide as they got Davis in the middle of the pitch, got the head on it, but sent it wide of the Clovis cage. So Hobbs has pretty much been living in Clovis's end of the field in the early goings of this one. 4 minutes have elapsed here in the first half. 2 40-minute halves, then, if necessary, 2 10-minute overtimes. It's back out towards the midfield. Hobbs putting on the pressure with Rivera. Now a chip and chase. Davis running over, but the Clovis keeper will come over and get it out of harm's way. No shot on goal yet for either team. Clovis keeper just kind of pops it up on the near side, but that one's going to get away. Could be trouble as Davis will run up a collision. She'll take it into the deep left corner, look for a centering pass, then gets bumped as that one will go out the end line and back to Clovis. But the Lady Eagles continue to apply the pressure to this Lady Wildcats team. So Carrera will send it back in. And off of the foot of Basia Hernandez for Hobbs. Clovis's defenders moving back. Hobbs trying to get position once again, and Clovis just going to have to swat it away and out. It'll be a near side throw-in for the Lady Eagles. Coming up to send it back into play will be Nevaeh Nash. Headed off by Clovis. Then Davis will send it back in. Ball goes bouncing. Clovis trying to kick it away and get it out of trouble. To Carrera, she'll send it up the pitch where one of the Hobbs defenders who's playing up will come over and get it. That is Silva. Silva battles middle of the pitch, sends it into a little free space. Clovis trying to take it away. So the Lady Wildcats will, and now they'll try and bring it back on the attack. Hobbs takes it in the midfield and then sends it back down. Bouncing ball. Battle for it on the left wing. Between Davis and Carrera, now a centering pass. Rivera gets past her. Now they'll get it back into the middle, looking to settle it down and send it over, and a good chance there for Beltran. But cannot control it as Clovis playing very tough, very tight defense. 6 minutes gone here in the first. So Hobbs on the throw-in and a header back out towards the 10-yard mark, the 20-yard mark in soccer, the 10-yard line on the football field. Of course, the Hobbs football team off their bye week last night. Hobbs working the far right wing. Now a centering pass. Clovis will take it back and just try and move it back out. Gets past the initial line, back out towards midfield where Hobbs will just send it back in. Bodied off by a Lady Eagle, then a bouncing shot. Davis comes over on the near side. Will rush towards it and just going to watch that one. Oh, stops it before it goes out. And then back onto the foot of Nevaeh Nash. Nevaeh Nash centering pass. Sends it to Rivera. Rivera gets bumped off of it. Finds some positioning and goes over and takes a shot, but it'll go wide. And out. Still no shots on goal for either team, but Hobbs has pretty much been living in Clovis's end of the pitch. No score in this one. 7 minutes gone in the first. And on the kick in, winner of this game will be in control of the district. Will have the perfect 2-0 record. As Hobbs again goes on the attack from the midfield up the right wing. Hobbs centering pass, but that one going to be blocked off and out and back over to Clovis. You just kind of got the feeling the Lady Eagles waiting to just explode as players start wearing down a little bit. That could happen, and it will be a corner kick for Hobbs from the southwest corner. And so Hobbs will send it towards the middle. Clovis going to get right in the way of that one as it'll come back and out, and another corner kick now for the Lady Eagles. As going over to take the corner kick this time will be Beltran. Beltran on the set play will send it towards the middle. That one gets over everybody. Clovis just going to pop that one up, try and bounce it out as they will move it back out to about the 30-yard mark. Now they're trying to get a little run going. Hobbs doing a nice job getting back on defense, slowing things up a little bit. Lady Eagles slowing everything down, and that one goes off of the head and bounces towards the stands on the far side. Fair crowd on hand this afternoon. Hobbs, Clovis on the soccer pitch. Then the throw in from Clovis to the midfield and headed out. So it'll be another throw in for the Lady Wildcats. Still neither team with a shot on goal. And on the throw in, Hobbs will get the head on it first, and then it'll go out. So this is the longest time that Clovis has had in Hobbs's side of things. Getting there with some help from Hobbs, just kicking it out. And that one will be out into the Hobbs bench, and it'll be a Hobbs throw in. So the Lady Eagles will toss that one in. And a trip up in front of the Clovis bench, and it'll be Hobbs' ball. A collision there. Be a throw in, or will it be a free kick? Nope, they changed it to say Clovis ball. And it will be a free kick for Clovis next to their own bench on the far sideline. So the free kick in, and Hobbs will take it and just kick it right back and out at the midfield point. 10 minutes have expired here in the first half of play. Clovis trying to find a little pressure. Hobbs trying to reapply it, and they whistle, and out. Hobbs throw in. So Hobbs will take it, bouncing ball towards the middle of the field, off of a hip. Rivera will get to it, tries to take it back towards the middle. Now she's going to be forced to the right wing. Centering pass, gets past Davis, and then into a Clovis defender and out. And a long kick, and that one will be wide as their keeper will come over and grab it. Still no shot on goal for the Lady Eagles. And a long kick back to midfield. That one going to get past everybody, but Hobbs has 4 defenders back, so no problem as Nash will come up and get it, take it to the near sideline, and then have it taken away by Clovis and Gonzalez. Bouncing ball. Bringing up Gonzalez from the midfield. She'll send a bouncer down towards Marquez, and she'll grab it easily before any Clovis Lady Cat can get to it to try and take it away. Then Hobbs going to settle things down back in their own end. And now they'll start it out with Nash. Bringing it up the far side. Pass to Davis. Davis, little collision on the near side. Saves it. Comes over. Finds a little room with it. Centering pass, but blocked off by Clovis. Clovis going to try and settle it down on themselves with Evans, who will send it into the middle of the pitch. And still battling in the middle as Hernandez takes it back, gets it to Davis on the near side. As Davis battling, finds a little room, and she will send that one well wide of the cage and out. So Clovis will take it back. We click down to the 12-minute mark here of the first half. 12 minutes have expired. That will be Carrera to send it back towards the midfield and out. So back to Hobbs as Nash will come over and collect the ball and toss it in. Nash throws it in. Hobbs battling, finally comes off the foot of a Lady Eagle, goes bouncing deep into Clovis's end. Clovis will take it back away. And we'll start trying to move it back out towards the midfield. Bouncing ball over the head of a Clovis forward, where Hobbs takes it back. Now into the middle of the pitch, looking for some room. Trying to get the pass over to the right side for Rivera. Clovis defender gets back quickly, and then a long bouncer, and just going to be kicked away there by Carrera and out. So it'll be Hobbs' ball. Deep inside Clovis territory. 27 minutes remaining here in the first half. On the throw-in, that one finds its way through. Could be trouble as Hobbs will kick it in. First shot on goal is put on by Rivera, but it will be stopped by Clovis. Didn't get a lot on that one as Clovis's keeper will kick that one out. And back to Hobbs's defenders playing at midfield. And just trying to pass it up. Gets away from Rivera over on the far side and will go out. It'll stay Hobbs' ball at around the 30-yard mark. Nope, they changed it over to Clovis. And Hobbs will head it on the way in and immediately back over to Clovis. Well, no, now they do it. It's Hobbs. So, or is it Clovis? Yep, it's going to be Hobbs. Okay. We got it all worked out now. And on the throw in, comes into the middle of the pitch. Clovis trying to get it out. Now that could be trouble. Into the middle as running out and grabbing it before Rivera can slide into it as the keeper for the Lady Wildcats. No shot on goal, but very dangerous. As we near the 15 minutes elapsed mark here in the first half. Hobbs has pretty much lived in Clovis's end of the field. Over to the near side to Nash. Nash takes it off of the shins, and then we'll come near side to Davis. Davis looking for a little room, centering pass. And Rivera bodies it up there. She'll go on a chase with Carrera. And then out on the far side, and whoa, somehow Rivera gets to it and manages to save it. Then back out. The Lady Eagles trying to set the offense up. Long one into no woman's land across the pitch. And back to Clovis as they continue to try and move it down the field. And we will have a flag up and, yep, handball for Hobbs. So it'll stay Clovis ball. So they will have the free kick from right at midfield. While we've got a moment, a big thank you to all the great sponsors who make Hobbs Eagle and Lady Eagle Sports possible. Here on the Hobbs Sports YouTube channel, HobbsAmerica.com. You see them there at the bottom of your screen. Be sure you thank them, and thank them even more importantly by using their businesses and services. So on the free kick, Hobbs just a little bit lackadaisical getting to it on the defense. But now we'll move it back out. As it comes to Rivera on the far side, she'll dribble it up, pass it off, and then get it back. She goes on a tear up the far right sideline, curling in on the wing, centering pass, trying to get it in, and Clovis comes over and will take it away as it will come rolling back to the near side, as that's going to be Kuroke. Number 24 was not originally on the roster but was announced. So Kuroke has really done a nice job for Clovis, keeping Hobbs with their opportunities minimized so far through the first 16 minutes of the first half. On a warm and not very windy Saturday afternoon. Thanks for being with us wherever you happen to be around the world on the Hobbs Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com. Of course, do please subscribe to the Hobbs Sports YouTube channel. Never miss a minute of your Hobbs Eagles and Lady Eagles. So on the throw in, Hobbs will take it back, trying up the right wing again. And a little bump and out. As a battle on the far sideline. Lady Eagle over there is Beltran, number 23. And it should be a Hobbs throw in from deep inside Clovis territory. And on the throw-in, just a bouncer. Could be trouble. Davis collapses in on it. Stays off the foot of the Lady Eagles as there's a battle right in front of the goal. It'll pop out over to the left side. Feeding it over to Davis and just out of her reach and out the back line. So the Lady Eagles continuing to apply the pressure here. And Clovis continuing to try and dodge bullets. And how long will it be until Hobbs can finally ring one in off the head of Nash? Bounces up, then a collision between Hobbs and one of the Clovis players as Hobbs will bring it back up with Jimenez over to Davis, and then Kuroke will send it out. Or are they going to say it came off of Davis? I guess so, because Kuroke going to go corral it and bring it back over. And on a warm afternoon, see if I can get a little airflow moving in here. What little wind there is today. Very hot in these cinder block and concrete booths. As subs checking in for both Hobbs and Clovis. And, of course, we've got a full week of Hobbs Eagle and Lady Eagle sports for you next week. Keep an eye on our Facebook pages and HobbsAmerica.com. We will have volleyball on Tuesday and a host of other games. The football team will be back in action next Friday night as that goes out off of a Lady Wildcat. As we click towards the halfway point of this first period, still no score, 0-0. And Hobbs, only one shot on goal. Clovis is yet to get any. One shot, one save for the Clovis keeper. And again, I'm not sure exactly who that is because they don't have a number 2 listed on their roster. Or a number 02, I should say. So Clovis going to try and get the attack moving into the midfield. They'll bounce it through everybody. Hobbs' D will have to go back, and they'll just send it back to Marquez, who will send it back the other way, and Hobbs will try and go on the attack again. Just a bouncer back onto the Clovis side of midfield. Looking to get some room is Beltran. Tries a centering pass. That Clovis will send it out back at midfield. So a throw in for the Lady Eagles. Sub checking into the game for Hobbs. And we are at the halfway point of this first period. Hobbs has kept the pressure on, but has only gotten one official shot. Marquez has had a pretty easy one so far back in the Hobbs cage. Now Hobbs breaking out on the right wing, and that one is going to go just wide. Another shot as Davis got the shot off, and getting a hand on it was the keeper, who is now 2 for 2, and it'll go out. Hobbs continuing to apply the pressure as Nash will come up to throw it in. Hobbs is smelling, you got to think, the blood in the water as Nash will toss it in. Comes out into the backside, and a kick is up as Hernandez will put it on goal. And a save once again by the keeper. And a whistle sounds as, they're going to say corner kick for Hobbs maybe? So a minor infraction, and so Hobbs will get to stay on the attack. Deep in the Clovis zone. 18:45 plus stoppage time remaining in the first. So the Lady Eagles with the corner kick. Will send it on towards net, and that one will actually bang off of the side post. As that was Silva on the corner kick, and now it will be Clovis ball. So Carrera will send it back into play. And Hobbs will get it right back off a Clovis deflection as Kuroki battles on that far side with Silva. Silva trying the centering pass is partially blocked off. Hobbs takes it back and will try and find some room to run on the far sideline. And kicking it out, and last touch by Clovis. You got a feeling the way Clovis is playing, they're kind of just thinking hang around, and then see what you can do. If you can get an opportunity. So far they have not, as Nash comes in, sends a long one in on net, and that one will be stopped. So Nevaeh Nash sends the 4th shot on goal. Nothing has yet found its way through. That one from quite a ways out. Just kind of a weak kick out, and Hobbs will immediately get it back. Coming to the near side. Moving it up will be Gonzalez. Gonzalez gets trapped up by Kuroki and another Hobbs player, and then Kuroki will take it away. She'll get it to Evans, who then falls down, and Hobbs will take it back with Nash. As Nash will send it up. Trying to get a little running room on that far side is Gonzalez. Gonzalez finds a little soft spot, but Clovis closes it up. Now back as Hobbs will take it back with Adame. who battles in the middle and then sending one on and off of the leg of a Clovis defender. I believe that was Carrera, and out. So should stay Hobbs' ball. Deep in the Clovis end on the throw-in. 16 and a half minutes remaining here in the first half of play. No score yet from here at Watson Stadium. Pardon me. And it will be another corner kick for the Hobbs Lady Eagles. They've had 4 shots on goal. The Clovis keeper has stopped them all. And on the kick in, it goes up and high, and Nash will come over and take it far side. Centering pass, then settled down. Clovis going to try and keep it from getting settled down, then off the header, back into the middle of the pitch, and a couple of Hobbs Lady Eagles with an opportunity at it. As number 24 takes a shot, and that one is going to be stopped. Maybe Villalobos. I'm going to say that it probably is. So the 5th shot on goal and the 5th stop for Clovis. So coming through with Adame, who gets it taken away. Clovis going to try and start it back up the other way. Still no score in this one. Adame battling with a Clovis midfielder. And Hobbs' defense will come up and send that one in front of the Clovis bench, but not out. Good control. So now Hobbs going to go on the attack once again. And the Lady Eagles continue to just do what they can, keeping it on the Clovis side of the pitch. Clovis has not had much time on the Hobbs side of the midfield stripe at all. As Adame centering pass, Clovis gets it back. And Hobbs going to head back into their own end of the pitch. 4 defenders back to just 1 attacker for the Lady Wildcats. Oh, Hobbs going to start it back up the other way. On the far sideline. Send a bouncer down. As the keeper just going to come out and settle it down. As we click down under 15 minutes to go, plus stoppage time here in the first half. And on the kick in, going to come back out towards midfield. Kuroki heads it off. Hobbs will bring it near side to Nash, who's coming up as an extra attacker. Comes near side to Adame, then a centering pass, and they were trying the little give and go to Adame, but just out of her reach. And out, so give it back to Clovis for the throw in on the near side. Hobbs, you've got a feeling just waiting to break this one open. Clovis doing a nice job thus far keeping that from happening. They have been playing in their own end a whole lot. Just a little bouncy throw in to Journey Richard, who checks in. Go back to the middle of the pitch. On to the foot of Madeline Gonzalez. Back to Adame. Trying to get it over to Gonzalez. Near side is Kuroki. Will bounce it out. No, stayed in. Saved by Maltos. Now it'll go out. And it'll be Clovis throw in. 13 minutes remaining here in the first half. No score. Hobbs with 5 shots on goal. Clovis has yet to get one. And on the throw in, they'll work that one back towards midfield as Clovis comes over, tries to find a little room, and yep, that one will be touched by the hand, and Nash quickly to it and tosses it in. The Lady Eagles looking for a little room. Clovis trying to keep him from getting any with Gonzalez. Centering pass as to Villalobos, who tries a right wing pass, intercepted, but to Terrazas. And then Kuroki, who's all over the field, will send it out on the far side. It'll stay Hobbs' ball. 12 minutes remaining here in the first half of play. Lady Eagles and the Lady Wildcats from here at Watson Stadium. And out. And stays Hobbs' ball on the far, no, Clovis ball on the far side. I thought so. 11 minutes, 45 seconds remaining in the first, plus a little bit of stoppage time, I would imagine. So Clovis on the throw-in, but Hobbs will take it right back from him and begin the attack. A long bouncer going to be saved by the keeper over there. Before I credit that to anybody, let's see who it was for sure. That was Terrazas, her first shot on goal. And a whistle and a handball. So it'll be a free kick for Clovis from around their own 40-yard line, and they choose, they'll put it right on the 40 and send it down. This could be Clovis's best opportunity here in the first half to go on a bit of the attack. And so sending it down, and Hobbs will immediately intercept it and just send it right back. And then put the pressure on. Hobbs on a 3-on-2 break, but a funny bounce. And Clovis gets away from it. Hobbs was getting ready to go running. And Clovis gets a break as that one took a much higher bounce than I think Hobbs anticipated. So Hobbs missing the first good breakaway opportunity of the first half. So Hobbs throw in from midfield. Clovis just going to send it back to the Hobbs end. Defenders get to it quickly, and then we'll just bring it back as Hobbs will try and go on the attack once again. There's a bouncer out. So Clovis throw in with 10 minutes remaining. 10 minutes in a fairly quick moving first half. So on the throw in, Lady Eagles, Lady Wildcats battling. Clovis trying to get their attack moving as they have sent up a couple extra attackers here late. Then it'll come onto the foot of Terrazas. She'll move it up and tries to get a breaking teammate over on the far side. That's Soto, but just off of her foot and out. So it'll be a throw-in for Clovis. And Hobbs continuing to try and keep the pressure on. As Clovis will toss it in, and then it'll be out off of a Lady Wildcat and back to Hobbs. Hobbs with 6 shots on goal, but none of them have been what I would call just great quality yet. As a bouncer, the Clovis keeper will come over and grab that one, and they'll start things back the other way. And the little pop-up kick out off of the head of a Lady Eagle as they'll try and settle it down around the Clovis 40-yard line. And over everybody's head and back to the midfield with Villalobos, but taken away by one of the Lady Wildcats. So they'll take it to the far side, and they will try and run it up, a little stop and go. Then a centering pass that Hobbs will get to and send back towards the midfield, and then out off the head of one of the Lady Wildcats. Oh, a throw in over everybody's head. But Hobbs still fighting on the far sideline, trying to get it on the far right wing, and that one will be bumped out by one of the Lady Wildcats. 8 minutes remaining in the first half of play. No score in this one. Clovis yet to get a shot on goal or even a sustained attack. Hobbs has been living in Clovis's end. 6 shots on goal, but none of them have found their way through yet. Onto the feet of one of the Lady Eagles. And a whistle, and I think we're going to have a minor infraction on Hobbs. So it'll be a free kick for Clovis from around their own 15-yard line. As that will be number 13, Roberts, who will send it back to the midfield. Clovis going to try and pick up their attack, and a player goes down and a minor infraction penalty. So it'll be a free kick, and Hobbs in now for Clovis. And this will be their best opportunity of the first half thus far, which has 7 minutes remaining. So a free kick from Clovis from the 40-yard mark. And sending it high and on towards net, and Marquez will come out and easily make the save. Her first save of the night. off of the boot of Gonzalez. And then Marquez will send it back away. Bouncing ball. And out near side, Hobbs ball. So Nash to throw it in. And Clovis sends it right back towards Hobbs. So Hobbs back in their end. As Adame will move it over, but nobody home except for Lady Wildcats. But good hustle by Terrazas to go over and continue to contest to the near side with Gonzalez. Is Hobbs trying to take it away, and then a push from behind, and Hobbs will have a free kick now from about 45 yards out. So the Lady Eagles will have an opportunity here. I believe that's Vasquez who's going to come over and take the kick, and she will send one on towards net, and that one is just going to be batted away and knocked down. So Vasquez with the free kick, 7th shot on goal for the Lady Eagles. That one almost trouble for the Clovis keeper, and again, I apologize, I do not know who that young lady is. They didn't announce them by position, and I don't have a number 02 on the roster. As Nash turns on the Jets and will bring it up near side, she'll try and get a breaking Gonzalez over on the left wing. Gonzalez looking to find a little room. She'll have to go back to Nash. Nash will settle it down, tries the centering pass, gets it to Adame. Adame battles, gets it out into a little bit of free space, runs after it, and that one is going to be hard off of everybody. No whistle. As it comes back over, under 5 minutes to play here in the first half, as Nash will take it back. And onto the feet of Gonzalez. And they're just going to have to send it back and then out, so over to Clovis. With 4:40 remaining here in the first half. It has been all Hobbs so far, but no score as of yet. Just pop up back to the midfield. Well, Hobbs trying to find a little room to work. They'll work it through with Terrazas. Then over onto the far right wing once again. Big battle over on that far side, and then out. It'll be Hobbs' ball. So Hobbs throw in. Well, he waved Hobbs throw in, but then they give the ball to Clovis. Yeah, Clovis is one way, Hobbs is the other. So on the throw in, and we will have a minor infraction. So penalty on Clovis, so it'll be a free kick for Hobbs from out around the 20-yard line. So Hobbs will come out to send it in. And a hard kick, and that one will go wide of the net on the free kick for Vasquez. So still no score. 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go, first half. 0-0 on a warm Saturday afternoon from here at Watson Stadium. And as we continue through the afternoon, the sun may become an issue here before too long. And on the free kick in. Now the wind starts picking up right when I don't need it to. And out, it'll be Hobbs in the midfield. All right, I guess if it's going to do that, I will see if I can move it down a little bit more. Oh, Hobbs trying to go back on the attack. Clovis trying to keep him from doing that. 2:44 remaining here in the first. Into the middle. Now onto the right wing. Hobbs trying for a little space. That's Davis over there. She'll send the centering kick through. Comes over. Gonzalez with it. Battles. Looking as that one will come back to the near side as Nash will come up on it with 2:25 to go. To Gonzalez. Has a little squibber back to Nash. He's going to run backwards, and Hobbs will reset out with Zambrano. And it'll be up to Silva to settle it down. She kicks it back out to midfield. As we click down to the 2-minute mark, Nash to Gonzalez. Gets bodied off the ball, and then a little push on the give back on Gonzalez. As we have 2 minutes remaining, plus a little stoppage here in the first. Hobbs would love to put a tally up on the board to Nash. Sends one in. Gonzalez gets past her. Then Gonzalez will take it, and Hobbs will reset it. It's kind of a lazy pass trying to get it back to Nash, and it'll roll near side and out, and Nash will pull the trigger on the inbound. So off the head of a couple of Lady Eagles, then goes bouncing towards the left side. Little push from behind and then out. Should be Hobbs' ball in the deep left corner. 90 seconds remaining. A stoppage in the first half. So Hobbs will throw it into the middle over the head of a leaping Lady Cat. Hobbs on the attack. Turnaround shot, and that one will be in there. And like the lamp, the Hobbs Lady Eagles will tally one at the 19-minute mark. As that will go in off of the foot of Natalie Silva at 39 minutes of the first period and give Hobbs the early 1-0 lead. So Hobbs 1-0. As we are now down to under, well, let's see, tick, 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 right at 30 seconds. Plus stoppage, and Clovis on the kickoff. Back down, Hobbs puts the pressure on and eventually gets it in. So they've taken 8 shots on goal, and 1 has found the back of the net. There's 10 seconds remaining in regulation, plus whatever stoppage time they tack on to it. And the bounce in, and then off of the arm of one of the Lady Wildcats, as Nash will pull the trigger in. Bouncing ball over to the far side. We are into stoppage time now. So Hobbs going to try and pick up another attack as Gonzalez bodies that one. She's got a 2-on-2 break. Hiroke does a nice job of slowing her down and stopping her up, waiting for reinforcements to come through. Bouncing ball near side as Nash will take that one off of her foot. And then it'll go out and should be Clovis ball. It will be. Played nearly a minute of stoppage now. And Clovis on the throw-in. Looking for some room to move is Romero. And that one is out. Pardon me, that's Evans. And so the ball just goes rolling. Nobody's going over to collect it. Should be Hobbs' ball on the throw-in. No, it'll be Clovis ball. I'm sorry. Clovis ball on the throw-in. Time for maybe one more rush for Clovis with Carrera. Free kick from the near side. And she'll send that one bouncing into the teeth of the Lady Eagles D, who just send it back, and that will do it on the first half of play as the Hobbs Lady Eagles lead this one 1-0 on a 39th minute goal by Natalie Silva. Sent it in as Hobbs taking 8 shots in the first half, one of them finding the back. The Lady Eagle D doing their job and doing it brilliantly, allowing just 1 shot on goal for Clovis in that first half, and Hobbs leading this one 1-0 and pretty much living, I should say, in the Clovis end of the field. So going to want to continue that in the second half. You've got to think Clovis going to want to figure out a way to get some more offense going. Will they? Well, we'll find out. We'll be back in just a few minutes as Hobbs Lady Eagle Soccer continues here on the Hobbs Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com. And welcome back to Hobbs Lady Eagles Soccer here on the Hobbs Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com. After the first half, the Lady Eagles leading this one by a score of 1-0 on a 39th minute goal by Natalie Silva. So we'll switch ends of the field and come back out. The Hobbs Lady Eagles pretty much living in Clovis territory, allowing Clovis just one shot and no sustained attack in the entire first half. So Hobbs taking 8 shots and then, of course, finding the back of the net with one of them. So starting the second half of action, Hobbs in the black kits, Clovis in the white and purple striped kits. So ready to go. It'll be Clovis ball as we start the second half of action on our Hobbs Lady Eagle doubleheader here this afternoon. Hobbs volleyball getting a win earlier, 3-1 over Lubbock High. And now the Hobbs soccer girls trying to get a win over Clovis, and important because it's a district win. And on the opening kickoff, it winds up back with Marquez, who will send it back towards the midfield. So Clovis will come near side with Raphael. And then a bouncer over. As Hobbs again going to try and find some sustained pressure, and that one will come out right in front of me. And I still have no idea who Clovis's goalkeeper is, as Evelyn Baldwin, their normal keeper, is on the bench, and their other keeper is listed as Andrea Chavez, and she's playing in the field. So I have no idea who their number 3 keeper is today. We'll come to Raphael and then back out towards midfield, where Hobbs will take over with Silva, who has Hobbs's goal. To the far side with Nash. That one's going to be partially intercepted. Here in the early going of the second half, Clovis playing with more intensity, and we'll have a whistle and a minor infraction on Hobbs, so a free kick for Clovis. So they'll send it down towards the Hobbs end. And bouncing around as Hobbs will battle for it. Hobbs defender just sending it back towards the midfield over the head of Davis and bouncing and out. And it'll be a throw-in for the Lady Wildcats to Raphael as she will battle with Hernandez. Takes it off her knee, then off of the toe. Clovis going to try and settle it down, find some sustained attack. Hobbs just swats it away and back to the Clovis end of the field. And now Hobbs trying for the attack. They've got a breakaway over on the left wing. Coming in close, and the shot is in, and light the lamp. The Lady Eagles strike quickly here in the second half as Madeline Gonzalez at the 2-minute and 10-second mark of the second makes it a 2-0 Hobbs lead. Hobbs has been trying for that all afternoon and finally got it, and Gonzalez breaks through and lights the lamp, puts it in the back of the threads. 9th shot on goal for the Lady Eagles, and their second that finds the back of the net. Matter of fact, the last 2 shots Hobbs has taken, they have both been goals. So now 2-0 in favor of the Lady Eagles. Marquez just kind of pops one up back out. Raphael bodies it up, and then she'll start the run down. One-on-one battle and a centering pass, kind of lazy centering pass for Hobbs. Is Clovis going to have to pick the intensity up if they want to get back in this one, down 2-0. Hobbs would, of course, like to continue to pitch the shutout. As the ball comes back towards midfield. That is Carrera, who sent it off and away and out. So Hobbs throw in. That'll be Nash over on the far side. She'll send it in and over the head of a couple of her teammates. Hobbs trying to find a little running room in the middle, and now coming up the left wing again. It'll be a foot race. And Hobbs will get to it and try and resettle it, but going to be deep in as that one will be kicked out and should be Hobbs' ball. It will be on the throw-in. deep in Clovis territory. Now leading 2-0. Hobbs scoring right at the end of the first half and then at the beginning of the second, and then a shot over and through the uprights, but you don't get points for that. And so Clovis will have the opportunity to go back on the attack here. So the free kick in is 4 minutes and 20 seconds have elapsed in the first. The kick in, Hobbs will take it, sending it over to the right wing, just over the head of Davis, whose side gets it on the side, now is going to center it up. Bodied off by a Clovis defender, and then kind of a little squib, but works out as Clovis will wind up with it. Then a turnaround shot for Villalobos, and that one will go wide and out. So back to Clovis. Hobbs, though, putting on the pressure here in the early portion of this second half. So Clovis sends it onto the boot of Raphael. But Hobbs will take it back at midfield. Sorry, again, I apologize. I am the Lone Ranger today when it comes, or this afternoon, when it comes to the camera and everything. So Hobbs works it through. Davis works it, looking, centering pass, bouncing through. Not able to corral it. The Lady Eagles a good opportunity there, but just off of the boot of Rivera. As Clovis will start it back up. Siriana Raphael. But Niecy Nash will take it away on the far side. Lady Eagles continue to work it in the midfield, leading 2-0. 6 minutes have expired here in the second half. Of course, 2 40-minute halves in high school soccer. As that one will go bounding down and out. So another free kick for Clovis. And on the kick in, Hobbs will body that one up, but then on the far side, Clovis gets it back, but a pretty good battle going on over there. Hobbs tries to take it back. That'll be Silva, who has one of Hobbs's 2 goals today. Clovis just trying to clear it out and blocked off by Hobbs. Now a battle going on out around the 25-yard line. And then back to a Hobbs defender. Bounces off the knees, then comes near side. Looking for some room and out before Jimenez can corral it in. So throw in for Clovis from the near side. 7 minutes have expired here in the second half. Hobbs leading 2-0. Winner of this game will be in sole possession. A first is taken away on the inbound. Coming through, number 3, Rivera, looking for some room. A little stutter step, a little weak shot on. Rivera gets her second shot on goal. Didn't get a whole lot on that one. 10 shots on goal now for the Lady Eagles. But she took that one away and had an opportunity and took it. So now Clovis going to try and move it on to Hobbs' side of midfield and see if they can work some attack. And they will send a long, slow roller out. No shot. Doesn't come anywhere close to the cage. Marquez will come out and collect it up just to be sure as that one comes back towards the midfield. Hobbs sliding it over to the near side where Davis will try to save it, but does not get it in time. So it'll be throw in for Clovis. And just a little throw in, and Davis will immediately take it away, go to the middle of the pitch, and get it right back. Clovis doing a pretty nice job taking away that inside pass. Trying to make Hobbs work the wings. But Hobbs is pretty good working the wings, and a long bouncer in as the Clovis cage master will come out and grab that. Got through everybody. 9 minutes gone here in the second half. Back out towards the midfield. Back into the teeth of the Hobbs defense as Nash has a little trouble corralling it. Now she'll get it back in front of the Clovis bench and send it up and out. Just kind of a missed kick there. Corkale on the throw-in. As the Lady Eagles battle for it. Now they're going to get it through. Coming back through is Rivera, trying to get it to Davis on the run. Coming up the right wing. Gets cut off by a Clovis defender, is running back. And bumping her off of that was Sophie Roberts. And out, but it should be Hobbs. Should be a corner kick for the Lady Eagles. And it will be. It'll be a corner kick for Hobbs. So a chance for a set play. I believe that's Villalobos to kick it in on the free kick. Here Villalobos sends it on towards net, and that one's just going to go high and bouncing over everybody and all the way across the pitch and out. A little bit too much on that one. No one able to get to it. More than 10 minutes gone. Here in the second half, Hobbs leading 2-0. Hobbs scoring just 2 minutes into this half. And now trying to find a third goal to extend their lead. All the insurance goals you can get, you want. Hobbs will just have to swipe it back, settle things down. Into the middle. Hobbs will work it back. Try and bring everybody up. That'll be Jimenez. And then one will go rolling through to the Clovis keeper. Who will then send it back out towards the midfield. It'll be headed off by Terrazas. Into the far side. Or Nash will just play catch. Now a centering pass. Hobbs into the middle. Terrazas battling. Bouncer and then off Terrazas onto Davis. Davis battling with three Lady Cats. Lady Cats win that one, but then comes to Villalobos, and she'll send one just wide of the cage. Came through, and she did not hesitate to put the boot into that one. No shot, but made good contact. I just have the feeling, and you had this feeling the whole first half, Hobbs just kind of waiting to break open this one. 2-0 is nothing to sneeze at, but I'm feeling Hobbs would like it to be a lot more than that. Over to the far side. That is Rivera. Brings it back towards the middle. And she is going to send it in and into the back of the net. Light the lamp for Corelli Rivera. Her third shot on goal. And gets it in at the 12, let's see. Yeah, that would be 13-19 mark of the second period. And the Hobbs Lady Eagles now leading this one 3-1. As you just had a feeling that Rivera or Davis eventually one was going to get a little room to work with and put one in the back of the net, and that is exactly what happened. So now 3-0 in favor of the Lady Eagles. And one thing about Clovis, and you can bet on it, they're never going to stop fighting. And it'll be out on the near side. Throw in for Clovis. And on the throw in, Villalobos will just pop it over towards Davis. She's got a couple of Lady Cats on her as that'll go out. It'll be a throw in for Hobbs on the near side from about 45 yards out. Around 35 yards on the American football pitch. Of course, she had another 10 for the end zone. So into the middle as Rivera going to have another shot at it. Works her way through, trying to find a little space. Spins around, sends it back, and off of the top of the crossbar as Villalobos will send another one on net. And the top of the cage acting in that case as an extra defender. Saves a goal for Clovis. So Clovis going to need a second to just kind of catch their breath. They'll have a free kick in. And the bouncer on through. As to Davis. And then just going to be sent out and away. Back out into midfield. So the throw in by Jimenez. Gets it to Davis. She'll work it towards the center and then kind of gets tripped up a little bit. Clovis will take it back. Now to Nash on the far side. And too hard. Not able to control it coming across the pitch is Jimenez. So give it back to Clovis on the far side. 25 minutes remaining in regulation. So waiting on a Clovis throw in. Back to Clovis. Off the throw in as they will send it cross pitch to Raphael, who tries to find a little room, and Hobbs will just come up and take it away from her. Pardon me. Go to Nash, a little roller back is over, and a Hobbs defender will send it into the middle of the pitch, looking for a little room to work. That is Terrazas, a slow roller on net. So another shot officially, not a whole lot on that one, but 13 shots on goal for the Lady Eagles. And into the middle, trying to get Davis, but that one will be cut off by Carrera, still in the middle of the pitch. Clovis just going to send it over to the near side where Raphael will try and corral it, but cannot. It'll go out, and it'll be Hobbs' throw in deep in the Clovis zone. Under 24 remaining plus stoppage time. The Hobbs Lady Eagles leading 3-0. And on the throw in, has almost an opportunity to take one through there. Hobbs going to work it in close to the net, and that one will come out. And it'll stay Hobbs' ball. They'll throw it in with Jimenez. Oh, Jimenez throws it into open space. Looking for some room to run is Rivera. She'll turn around and send that one to the wide left side of the cage. As Clovis has found absolutely zero pressure on the Hobbs Lady Eagles, have still only taken one shot on goal. So on the free kick in, as off the head of Rivera, as she collides in the middle of the pitch with Carrera. And a minor infraction. It should be on Clovis. No, they're going to say it's on Hobbs. So Carrera will have the free kick. And she'll send it back into the Hobbs side of the pitch. Battle for it as a Clovis girl goes flopping. And some battling over with Nash and one of the Lady Wildcats on the far side. It'll be Clovis throw in from just about midfield. Clock continues to move. 22 minutes remaining plus stoppage time in regulation. Hobbs takes it, sweeping pass back towards the middle. Then a bouncer back into Hobbs's defensive end. Villalobos comes over and sends a skipper back the other way that will then be booted out by Clovis. So Hobbs throw in on the near sideline. As Jimenez throws it in. Rivera trying to get to the middle of the pitch and a whistle. We'll have a minor infraction on Clovis, so it'll be a free kick for Hobbs. Chance to do a set play from around 30 yards out. So Hobbs with a golden opportunity here to net another insurance goal. If they can. Villalobos comes up, she'll put the boot into it, and that one will be through the uprights and good, but doesn't help you on the soccer scoreboard. Of course, when you're that far out, you got to get it high and try and bend it down. Well, missing the opportunity there is Clovis will just kick it in and then kick it out, and it'll be a Hobbs throw-in on the far sideline. Halfway through this second half, Hobbs leading 3-0. Big district battle. The winner will be in first place in District 4-5A and out. So another throw-in for Clovis. This time in front of the Lady Eagles bench. As the clock continues to move. Well, we've got them all. Big thanks to all the great sponsors. You see them there at the bottom of your screen who make Hobbs Eagles and Lady Eagles sports possible. Be sure you thank them and thank them with your business, because they are the ones that mean we get to come do this and not have to charge you for the games or beg you for money to do them. And a whistle sounds on the throw-in. The ball goes out of the end zone. So free kick for Clovis, minor infraction. Hobbs JV winning earlier 9-0 over Clovis. Hobbs girls trying to get the W as well. So on the free kick, Hobbs will take it right back to Rivera. Tries the centering pass. She had a couple of gunners coming up either wing. Then into the middle, a little turnaround shot, and that one will go wide of the cage by Terrazas. No shot. As their keeper gets to it and collects it. And Terrazas off the head will send it bouncing back down. As Rivera comes over as the turf monster gets the keeper, but Hobbs not able to get to it with Rivera, and out. It's back to Clovis, who pretty much just continue to play in their own end of the pitch with 18.5 minutes to go in regulation. Clovis sends it in as Villalobos will body it off. Tries to save it in. She will, and then sends it back. Or it'll be sent in by Jimenez and then out. So it'll be Hobbs' ball. Throw in from deep in the Clovis zone. With 18 minutes and stoppage time remaining, Hobbs leading 3-0. I'm TJ Miracle. Dawn Morgan on assignment this afternoon. And on the throw-in, bodied off by one of the Clovis players and out. But I think they're going to say maybe Davis touched it last. Yep, they're going to say Davis touched it last. Clovis still with one shot on goal. Hobbs with 13, 3 of which have found the back of the net. And on the kick in, bouncing over everybody's head, as Hobbs will just take it away. Send it back into the middle, looking for some room. Rivera sends one out, and that one is going to be bobbled, and somehow a save as that one almost snuck through. Rivera, her 4th shot on goal, has a goal, and that one nearly trouble. And on the free kick in after the save, Davis now with it. She'll swipe it over to the left wing, bouncing into the middle, and a whistle sounds. And they're going to say minor infraction turnover on Hobbs. 16:40 remaining, plus whatever stoppage time they put up. The sun starts breaking in under the shades here in the press box as that one back out towards the middle of the pitch. Clovis trying to find some way to get an attack going. They'll find a little room there and just a bouncer through, and Nash will go back and send it to her keeper, Marquez, who will take it and reset it. Then it'll go out and actually goes, I think, under. Yep, it goes under the Clovis bench. Sorry about that. Still a throw in for the Lady Wildcats, trying to find some pressure, trailing 3-0. Into the middle of the pitch. And they'll send a bouncer wide of the cage as Raphael will go over. She will battle, and that'll be a shot on goal for her. Rihanna Raphael, just the second shot on goal for Clovis this afternoon. And out, and Hobbs will take it back from about their own 20-yard line, 30-yard mark, for a throw-in as we move down to approximately 15 minutes to play. Raphael and Villalobos battling. And then out off of one of the Lady Wildcats. Another throw-in opportunity here for the Lady Eagles from midfield. Pardon me. Allergies starting to get to me just a little bit. As working through traffic is Vasquez. Sends it over to Nash, working the far sideline, and then working cross pitch, I should say, and then working it towards the far sideline. So throw in for Clovis. And out. And still Clovis. Nope, they're going to say Hobbs ball. The official over there needs to learn which way is which. So still 3-0 in favor of the Lady Eagles. We'll have to get one more insurance goal on the board here with 14 minutes remaining. Going to be extremely tough for anybody to come back from 3 down, but you never know. Oh, as Terrazas will get it, bounce it up, and then off the head of Davis into the middle for Rivera. Rivera turnaround shot, and that one will be collected. Rivera with 5 shots now on goal. 15th shot on net for the Lady Eagles, 3 of which have lit the lamp, found the back of the net. As Hobbs continues to pretty much just live in Clovis's end of the pitch. Raphael sends it, but it's blocked by Villalobos. And then to Terrazas on the near side. She battles with Raphael, is going to have to send it back. Villalobos is there, centering pass into the middle of the pitch. Turnaround for Rivera, and that one is going to go wide right and out. 13 minutes remaining, plus stoppage time in regulation. The Hobbs Lady Eagles leading this one 3-0. I'm TJ Miracle. Dawn Morgan on assignment this afternoon over at St. Helena Catholic Church. The big family fair continuing until 9 o'clock tonight. Very good tamales this year. Don't know if they still got any left. They made 1,200 dozen. It was a bunch. Is back on a long one towards goal. It's going to find its way through, and a long goal for the Hobbs Lady Eagles, basically from the midfield stripe. As that's just kind of one of those you go, wow, really? Did that just happen? Astrid Minahadis, or was that Clarissa Modis? I think it was Modis at the 28:41 mark of the second. Makes this a 4-0 Hobbs lead, and the keeper was just a little bit kind of, I don't know, like just lackadaisical with it, and it bounced off of her hands and through. Almost, really, I mean, it's an own goal if you get right down to it. So now 4-0 in favor of the Lady Eagles. Now an opportunity, though, for Hobbs just to continue to move it around to Villalobos, who slides it over, gets it to Rivera. Rivera stops and goes, and then it's going to be swatted out on the near side. It'll be a throw-in for the Lady Eagles as they continue to try and keep the pressure on. So throw in for the Lady Eagles, and that toss in for Jimenez. Winds up in the middle of the pitch with Villalobos. Swiping it over. She'll wind up with it and a bouncer in, and that one is off the post and then over on the rebound and put it in off of the rebound. The Hobbs Lady Eagles will put that one in, as the Hobbs Lady Eagles will cash in with Brooke Davis. Her second shot on goal gets that one at the 29-10 mark of the second and makes this a 5-0 Hobbs lead. Villalobos sent one out, and it clanked off of the pipe. And then the rebound, it was Davis there to put it home. So 18 shots on goal now for Hobbs, and 5 of them have found the back of the net. So the Lady Eagles comfortably in control here as we move down to around the 10-minute mark, as that one will be out. As now we are at, wait for it, 10 minutes remaining in regulation. So on the throw-in, and that one will go out, and so, they're going to say minor infraction on Clovis. This is just a throw-in. Yeah, it'll just be out off of Clovis, as Maltos not able to handle it. On the throw-in, will go bouncing around, as Hobbs will save it with Rivera. Trying to get it towards the middle. Clovis trying to keep that from happening. Centering pass. Davis misses on the one-timer, but then in and over. And a save for the keeper on the far side, as the Hobbs Lady Eagles with a great opportunity missed the one-timer on the far, right in front with Davis, but then it was Cambria Rutledge who had a great opportunity and a save by the keeper. So now coming through on the corner kick, the Hobbs Lady Eagles continuing to keep the pressure up, even though up 5-0. As out, far side, throw in for the Lady Eagles. 9 minutes to go in regulation plus stoppage time. And on the throw in, Rivera. Then the ball will go out of the back. And I think they're going to say it went off of Clovis. Yes, it did. So it'll be a corner kick for the Lady Eagles. Or will it just be a throw-in? Yeah, it will be a corner kick. So the Lady Eagles line it up, and on the corner kick, that one comes out a little ways. Then headed into the middle. Davis turnaround, blocked by one of her own players. Clovis just trying anything that they can to get this one cleared out of their own zone. Now another bouncer in, and that one will go wide. 8 minutes to go, and a free kick for Clovis, as the Lady Eagles keeping the pressure on. 20 shots on goal now for Hobbs, just 2 for Clovis. Hobbs trying to pitch the shutout against Clovis. Of course, a big rivalry matchup. And Hobbs, again, just pretty much all afternoon has been living in the Clovis end of the pitch. And a bouncer to the far side. That'll be Rutledge. Tries the centering pass, but that one's going to be bodied off and then out. It'll be Hobbs, should be Hobbs' ball. Or did it go off Rutledge? I guess they're going to say it came off of Rutledge. That's all right. So Clovis to kick it back into play as we hit the 7-minute mark. Hobbs just way too much for the Lady Wildcats today. And Hobbs making a little bit of a statement too. And this is not a poor Lady Cats team. Sometimes their goalkeeping been a little suspect, and we don't know who their keeper is. Their normal keeper is Evelyn Baldwin, and she's sitting on the bench. And the girl listed as their backup keeper, Andrea Chavez, has been in the game. And on the throw-in, that one will be out. Clock continues to move. 6 minutes and 15 seconds remaining, plus whatever stoppage time they put up. Lady Eagles dominating a 5-0 lead late in this one. They want to preserve the shutout, though. As bouncing it towards the middle is Miley Martinez, seeing some action here late. Oh, on the near side, Rivera takes it to the middle of the pitch, looking for some room. We'll leave it off for Martinez. Then back into the middle. Is Nash going to come up, get it to Rutledge, and then taken away by Clovis as they try and feed it back up. Hobbs, though, not having any of it. They keep collapsing in on him and trying the centering pass, and one of the Lady Eagles will go down. That was Davis as she got tangled up with one of the Clovis defenders. Then trying to get it to Davis in the middle. Then a bouncer over onto the right side. Going over and corralling it, centering pass, and then Villalobos turnaround. Her shot blocked off before it can get there, and a whistle. And they're going to say minor infraction on the Lady Eagles, so free kick for Clovis. Under 5 to go now, plus whatever stoppage time they deem necessary. The Lady Eagles in the lead, 5-0. And on the kick in, I should say, back to Davis. Then to Rivera. Each one of them with a goal today. And out on the near side, throw in for Hobbs. 4.5 minutes to go. And on the throw in, Jimenez gets over the head of a couple of her teammates, then will spring free and squirt out of the back. Off the back line, and so back to Clovis. So the thing about soccer, the clock never stops except for very rare instances of injury. Is Clovis back in. Just again, no pressure as Evans will control for Clovis, but has to send it back. But now it'll be a foot race as Davis charging in, and the keeper goes down as she collides with one of her own players. That was Carrera under pressure from Davis, and it'll go out. Hobbs trying to put the exclamation point on it with 3.5 minutes remaining in regulation plus stoppage, and it'll be a corner kick for the Lady Eagles from the far side. Sending it on into the middle, and that one will be swatted away by the keeper, and then back out and trying to get it out of trouble. Hobbs keeping the pressure up to the near side. Rafael will run over and out, not able to control it. So another throw in for Jimenez. She'll toss that one in, and then off the shin guard of one of the Lady Wildcats. And then blocked as Clovis blocking up the shooting lanes. As inside, and another block from the shooting lanes as Rivera comes knifing through 4 Lady Wildcats and gets a shot blocked, and that one will come bouncing out and out at the 20-yard mark. And so Hobbs on the throw-in, applying the pressure. 2.5 minutes to go here in regulation plus stoppage time as Davis battles Carrera on the far sideline. And out. It'll be a corner kick for Hobbs. As we click down to the 2-minute mark, here shortly, Hobbs in control, 5-0, as they put 4 tallies on the board here in the second half. And that one swiping in towards the middle and off of the shin pad of Miley Martinez and out on the right side. And Martinez just not able to quite corral that one like she wanted to. And we are at 2 minutes exactly remaining in regulation plus stoppage time. The Lady Eagles will improve to 13-3 on the year, but more importantly, 2-0 in district. As Hobbs will intercept that one on the way in by Rutledge. And then it'll go out on the far side. Oh, another throw in for Hobbs is trying to add another tally here late. And a whistle and Clovis ball. They'll take it back out, hopefully towards midfield. And it'll be there, and that one will bounce around. Clovis just one shot per half thus far. Is that one going to get by the Hobbs defenders, but corralled back quickly. This is the longest Clovis has spent in the middle of the midfield and in Hobbs' end in a long time, as that one will go out. 1 minute remaining in regulation plus stoppage time. And yeah, we are starting to get some of the sun problem going on here. So battling in the midfield. Hobbs comes, or rather Clovis comes to Raphael near side. Centering pass. Hobbs will just boot it away. 30 seconds plus stoppage time left in this match. Hobbs going to win it 5 to, well, maybe not, maybe more than 5. Trying to get the shutout assured. Davis to Rivera. Rivera will come through, and she will bang it home. Light the lamp. The second goal of the game for Corelli Rivera comes with 10 seconds to go at the 39:50 mark of the second period. And that'll make it a 6-0 lead in favor of the Hobbs Lady Eagles. So 6-0 as Hobbs puts the exclamation point on it. Give the assist on that one to Davis. And we are into stoppage time now. Hobbs scoring right at the very end of regulation. Scored right at the very end of the first period as well. And now into stoppage time. Hobbs will be victorious. Clovis going to do whatever they can to just try and find at least another shot, as that one will be out. And it'll be a throw-in for Clovis. A deep one in Hobbs territory. First minute of stoppage time has elapsed. As Hobbs will just take that one into the middle, and that will do it. And that will finish this one up as the Hobbs Lady Eagles dominate the Clovis Lady Wildcats today 6-0. And the Hobbs Lady Eagles victorious and will improve to 13-3 on the year, but more importantly, 2-0 in district. Hobbs' goals coming from all over the place. Their first goal of the afternoon came late in the first. As where did it go? Oh, where did it go? Oh, there it is, as Natalie Silva at the 39-minute mark of the first banged in Hobbs' first goal. Then Madeline Gonzalez got things started early for Hobbs in the second, just 2 minutes in, as she put in the second goal. Then it was Corelli Rivera with the third goal of the afternoon at 13-19. Then Clarissa Mattis with kind of an accidental goal, but it counts anyway at the 28-41 mark of the second. Brooke Davis then tallies at 29-10. So just 30 seconds later, and then right at the very end of regulation, Corelli Rivera nets her second one with 10 seconds to go at the 39:50 mark. So the Lady Eagles are victorious in this one, 6-0 over the Clovis Lady Wildcats. Congratulations to Coach Tellis and her squad. And, well, our Lady Eagle doubleheader today, 2 wins for Hobbs. The Lady Eagle volleyball team winning this morning, and the Lady Eagle soccer team winning this afternoon. And we will put a wrap on things thanks to Evie Stuber keeping an eye and an ear on things back at One Radio Square. For my partner in crime, Don Morgan, who's on assignment this evening, I'm TJ Miracle saying so long from Watson Stadium. Lady Eagles victorious 6-0. Good night, everybody. Have a great weekend.